What's up, everybody? Today's video, I'm gonna talk about this AEW show, AEW 2025 Double or Nothing. I think this is a good show. It's not the best, but it was a good show. You know what I mean? At least AEW has their stories being consistent, and have the wrestlers being entertaining, and have them wrestle every week, and have them continue the storyline every week. Like, for example, with the MJF and Hurt Business storyline. Like, we'll have MJF getting bullied and shit by Bobby. Then the next week, fucking MJF will be teased to get turned on, and Bobby will raise his hand. So we're teasing for him to get beat up then. So you know what I'm saying? We're continuing storylines here, right? So anyways, we're going to review the show segment match by match. We're going to start with Mercedes Moné versus Jamie Hayter. This was a bullshit match. Nothing interesting. You know what I'm saying? We go through a lot of back and forth. Mercedes hits the backstabber and a camel clutch combination to Hayter. And then why the hell was it called Hayter? You might as well just call it Hater. Why is with the why? It just don't make any sense. So we're just gonna call it Jamie Hayter at this point. So then Mercedes hits the lariat to Jamie, but Monet gets thrown into the barricade, right? Monet's Mercedes Moné. This name really pisses me off. At this point, I'm just going to call Sasha Banks at this point. So then she hits the roll-up for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Like, I don't understand why this every time a women's match, I always got to end up with a fucking roll-up at the end of the match. This is why I don't enjoy the women's matches. Literally. At all. At all. This is bullshit. So it is what it is. I don't even care. Up next, we have FTR versus Nigel McGuinness and Daniel Garcia. This is a decent match. Wheeler and Garcia start off back and forth, start kicking each other's asses, and then Garcia gets hit with the fire-ass clothesline. Like, that clothesline was actually good. I enjoy that shit, right? Cash Wheeler then hits the Tower of London to Nigel outside of the apron. See, one thing I like about these matches today, they carried the wrestling in the fucking matches to the aprons, right? We don't see as much in WWE. We don't see nobody getting DDT'd. We don't see nobody getting RKO'd on the apron no more. You know what I'm saying? We don't see motherfuckers get choke slammed no more on the apron. We don't see any of that no more. Nothing interested for me to look on the edge and sit on the edge of my seat and be like, okay, this is a good match. I'm actually enjoying this, right? Bullshit. So then FTR then hits the Shatter Machine on the apron, which I think was fire. And who the hell won this match? Who won it? FTR then gets the pinfall, right? So again, not a special match here, but I can enjoy it for once. You know what I mean? Up next, we have Ricochet versus Mark Briscoe in the first stretcher match in AEW. Kind of interesting. A first stretcher match. It's not bad. I haven't seen a stretcher match since John Cena versus Kane. So yeah, I actually enjoyed this match. I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoyed the stretcher match. You know what I'm saying? They both start brawling besides the ambulance, and then they brawl inside the ambulance. And then Mark Briscoe starts whooping Ricochet's ass. Ricochet's ass. Then Ricochet starts running away. You know what I'm saying? He starts running away, and then Ricochet gets hit with the elbow drop onto the stretcher. Ricochet misses the shooting star press, while Mark starts getting out the way, right? You know what I'm saying? Everybody starts bleeding. This is great. Everybody starts bleeding. A little interesting right here. Will somebody die? Or will somebody get hit by a truck? You know what I'm saying? We don't see as much in WWE anymore. I don't care about the family entertainment bullshits. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand what's wrong with the law and with WWE here, but they need to switch it up, man. AEW is actually, doing what wrestling is supposed to be doing. See, AEW is not the best, but they're doing what wrestling is supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? I gotta give some props to Tony Khan. I don't know if it's Tony Khan or his creative people, but I think he has a creative room where I think they know what the hell they're doing. I think Tony's got the money to where, man, you know what I'm saying? I have no idea. But anyways, Ricochet then hits a low blow and stabs Mark with scissors. I don't like the scissor thing. Why don't you just take a fucking knife or something and stab his leg or something? You know what I mean? Just make it a little more interesting. But it is what it is. They're kind of AEW trying to bring it back to the ECW hardcore 90s days, right? I understand, but it's not gonna be nothing like AEW. I mean ECW. It will be nothing special like ECW. So, anyways, Ricochet gets the win, and this ends the match. I actually think this is an okay match. You know what I'm saying? We could have had a lot more, but it is what it is. We had what we had, and I'm just grateful, you know? Up next, we have Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin versus Dustin Rhodes and Sammy Guevara. This is an okay match, nothing special. We go through a lot of back and forth. Until then, Shelton Benjamin and Sammy Guevara starts kicking each other's asses and they do their thing in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Then we have Bobby Lashley and Dustin fighting and doing their thing. Dustin overcomes Bobby Lashley, starts beating him up, right? MJF comes out and starts teasing Dustin, distracting him. Dustin gets mad. Until then, he gets speared by Bobby Lashley to the barricade. Shelton Benjamin gets the pin 1, 2, 3 on Sammy Guevara and he retains the match, right? So it looks like MJF is joining the Hurt Business. I mean, we already know this by now. So who would have been surprised and who would have thought MJF won it? You know what I mean? So they're trying to continue somewhere with this shit. So let's just see what happens. Maybe they'll have a huge feud between MJF and Bobby Lashley. You know what I mean? I mean, Bobby Lashley is 50 right now. So, like, maybe Bobby is his turn to put over MJF. So hopefully they'll do something like that. But until then, I don't see what MJF could do with this group. You know what I mean? Up next, we have Okada versus Speedball. This was they had some good moments in this match. You know what I'm saying? Had some good moments in this match. We start off with Okada. He hits the DDT to Speedball on the apron. Then Speedball then hits this combination. You know, I like the combo, right? This is real fire, you know? He kicks the dude in the stomach, kicks him in the upper back, and then he kicks him in the fucking neck and then hits the shooting star press. I thought this was awesome, right? This was awesome, and these guys were like really hitting each other like in real life. Like really, like I don't know. WWE doesn't come like this, bro. I don't know if it's me, but these moves were fire. I actually enjoyed some of the moments in this fucking match. I don't even care. I haven't saw a good match like this in a long time. I don't give a fuck, man. You know what I'm saying? So Okada, basically, his chest starts getting red as fuck, right? As he's fighting back. He starts fighting back like it's nothing, right? And I like that. I like when wrestlers get injured or whatever, you fall a fucking cliff, for example, and you go back to wrestling, right? It's like, god damn, what? You know what I'm saying? But, yeah. So Okada then hits the drop kick and Rainmaker, 1, 2, 3, gets the win, right? So Okada gets the win, and he retains the AEW Continental Championship. I don't know why they call it the Continental. I don't know. Just call it the AEW Cruiserweight Championship at this point. You feel me? Up next, we have Toni Storm versus Mina Shalakura. I can't even pronounce her last name. Excuse me. This was an okay match. You know, they do a lot of back and forth. Tony then hits the floor snap suplex on the apron. So I'm kind of, like I said before, I'm kind of glad they're bringing the wrestling onto the aprons instead of in the fucking ring. We're having repeatable finishers and people kicking out for like the fifth fucking time. Like Braun Breaker sparing Sami. No. Sami Zayn drop kicking Braun Breaker outside of the ring so many times. Nobody wants to see that shit. And Seth Rollins and CM Punk getting their finishers for like thousands of times. For like 5 times they're kicking out. Who wants to keep seeing that shit? So I'm kind of glad AEW is not kind of doing that. And they're kind of actually like beating each other up to the apron and outside. You know what I'm saying? And they only kick out like once or twice. You feel me? It's really fucking annoying. So then Mina low blows Dr. Lou after he tries to get in the way and stopping her from attacking Tony. And this is actually kind of funny. You know what I'm saying? Mina then hits the figure 4 leg lock. And then Storm hits the headbutt. And Storm's 0, 1, 2, 3. So basically after this match, you know, Tony retains. We see a moment where everybody starts kissing each other. It's really weird. Like, listen, there's nothing wrong with you liking girls. Like, if a woman likes a woman, that's fine. You know, be my guest. Nothing wrong with that. But we don't want to see this on TV. We don't have time for people to make out on TV. Unless if you're Angelita, you can make out. But goddamn, and all that little extra shit, no, man. There's some people that don't want to see bisexual shit on their TV and in front of them. People are not comfortable with that, man. So kind of respect the audience and respect your TV audience, goddammit. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of weird, but I understand. If Tony likes women, it's whatever. It's her character, whatever, man. But I don't want to see that, man. I don't want to see that weird shit, right? So, anyways, let's move on. Up next, the hell we have up here? So up next, we have the big tag team match. God damn, there are so many names, man. But you guys already know the tag team match, man. This shit was really fire, you know what I'm saying? Justin Roberts starts saying, "Aw, shit. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the fucking 6-man tag team match thing," or whatever he said, right? I kind of liked how he started off the intro, right? It was actually cool and it was awesome, right? You know what I'm saying? The Young Bucks make their entrance first, right? The commentator says it was a bullshit ass entrance. Like, really, it's bullshit. I don't understand why they did it like that. It really sucks. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, we have Kenny Omega, Swerve Strickland, Willow Nightingale, and the Ops, Samoa Joe, Shibata, Powerhouse Hobbs, versus Jon Moxley, Cesaro, Utah, Marina, the Young Bucks, right? God damn, there's a lot of motherfucking names, man. It's really crazy, you know what I mean? So Utah and Omega start going at it, right? Hobbs then tosses Omega, and then he has the Mossad on Moxley, Cesaro, and the guards, right? I actually thought it was cool, right? And then until Hobbs throws fucking Utah into the security, which was hilarious, right? Like this match was, this match was fucking lit. You know what I'm saying? They start fighting outside the arena. Everybody starts to make each other bleed. They start killing each other, right? So that's what happens when Cesaro starts throwing Swerve Strickland into metal after his fucking Cesaro swing, right? I thought it was fire as hell. The girls start fighting to the back outside by the fucking truck and shit, right? Nightingale smashes Savere with the bottle and puts her into the table, right? I thought it was awesome, right? They got the music playing, right? Which is lit. It's like they got some movie bar fighting type shit going on, right? I thought it was awesome. It's like some real street shit fighting going on, right? And we don't have this in WWE anymore, right? And I don't like that, but this match, brought some entertainment to me and I actually enjoyed it. It made me feel better, right? Because we could definitely bring wrestling back. But, they don't have the best wrestlers and entertainers, but AEW, like I said, they know what the fuck they're doing. They know where wrestling needs to be, right? So yeah, this is a lot of back and forth, and everybody's just hitting each other with scissors and cutting each other up and throwing each other in the tables, right? Nightingale gets handcuffed while seeing her team gets her asses beat. Her team gets her asses beat, right? But eventually she gets out the way, and her and Marina starts fighting and kicking each other's asses, right? Like I said, the fucking I don't know who won this match. I don't remember, but all I know is this was a good match in my personal opinion. So yeah, we get to the main event. Hangman Adam Page versus Will Ospreay. Adam Page, he cut an interesting promo. You know what I'm saying? I actually enjoyed it. He's trying to be his new self. He's trying to not be the past and leave everything where it's at. He's not trying to refine. He's not trying to define who he is today from the past, right? Which I could relate and understand where he's coming from, right? So it's really interesting and I enjoyed it, right? So we start off with bumps and kicks and everything, right? They start going at it with each other. And then Hangman Page slams Ospreay into the barricade, right? Eventually, he hits a moonsault on the apron to Will Ospreay, which is actually fire, right? Ospreay hits him 2 times with the dropkick and the moonsault dive. Fire shit. And then Angels, what's it called? He hits the Angels win on Will, and then he eventually kicks out. He hits the Styles Clash to Adam Page on the apron. A Styles Clash, or like a Styles Clash kind of move. Somebody said it was a Styles Clash. I highly doubt it was. I don't even care what it was. You know what I mean? Adam kicks out of the Storm Breaker, right? And this was an okay match. But I really enjoyed that 12-man tag team match. That was awesome. You know what I mean? But in my opinion, this was a good show, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here fucking cleaning up and shit. Just got to do a good review. Just need to do a quick review for you guys. Because I enjoyed it. And this took 4 hours for me to end the damn show. For them to end the damn show, which is ridiculous, right? So, again, I don't mind seeing a 4-hour show. And yeah, again, we need to see more of this in WWE, but we're not going to see this shit. You know what I mean? So if you guys enjoy the show, or if you don't, let me know what you guys think in the comments below.